we've reached the middle of the year. As Bon Jovi would say, oh, we're halfway there. And we've survived this far. I got a new haircut, I'm in a whole new scenery, and I would like to talk to you about how we can do better in the next semester. I think this is like the 4th or 5th place or 6th I've been this year in like 4 months since I started YouTube. And we all know that everybody gets freaked out when it's the middle of the year, especially if it feels like the year went by really fast. And by everybody, I mean me, but I feel like people can relate. And I also think that that's a very popular theme for a video in the middle of the year for anybody who talks anything about mental health and well-being on YouTube. So I'm actually going to bring you a little bit of a different view than what I've been seeing around, and it's pretty important for you to actually make your dreams and goals come true still this year. So beforehand, I would like to address the things that I've been seeing a lot of people commenting on and that are super, super cool things, and I also have to bring it up, and that is laying down everything that you still want to do this year and the things that don't really make sense for this year anymore. Like maybe you really wanted to do something that it's probably going to be better off holding back on, so you can focus on other things that you can do better still this year. So the first thing you and I have to do is that we have to recognize our accomplishments. I have always overlooked everything that I conquer, and I've conquered a lot of things that I wanted to, especially things that were in my vision board this year. And it's like the first year that I'm nailing things, because usually I just really want to do them and I end up accomplishing other things, but then they weren't really the things that I wanted to accomplish. But then I don't give myself value for accomplishing things, even though they weren't exactly the things that I wanted, because they weren't the things that I wanted. You know, I really like this haircut. Let me know what you think also. Anyway, for example, last year, I really wanted to get a job in the tech world. My biggest goal was to get a job in IT. And I didn't really do much for it. I confess that it's a little bit my fault for not making, well, it's 100% my fault for not really doing it. But then I did so much of everything else, and I didn't give myself credit for that because of the one thing that I didn't do and that I really wanted to do. So you have to recognize that you are doing things. Like, even if you're sleeping a lot this year, well, you're getting a lot of rest. Maybe in previous years you were just like up all night. So there are some good things happening. Now, we do have to focus on the things we do want to do, because otherwise we can't really accomplish anything that we want. So you really have to make it physical for the things that you want to do. For example, you can have a list of things that you want to do, a vision board. Vision boards are popular, and this year vision boards have really been working for me, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's for like my personal style, for, I don't know, like goals that I want to accomplish. All of those things, I have it like in pictures and I look at it every day. So those give me directions. That way you remember what you're actually doing, and you remember why you're doing some things. And then you get to be a little more focused on the things that you want to do, rather than just like randomly doing things and being like, oh yeah, I really needed to do that. So you really have that goal right in front of you. And one big example of that in my part is that this year in my vision board, I had that I really wanted to come and live in France, and I really wanted to get a job at Disneyland Paris. And I got it, surprise. I've been like gatekeeping the secret that I was going to work at Disneyland Paris, and I do want to make some videos just about that. It's very niche, but it's something that I'm very passionate about, Disney and all things Disney, and I want to bring them to my channel more. So that's my little excuse for that, is that I am here working at Disneyland Paris. And one big part of that was that I accomplished being able to speak French better. That was also something that was in my vision board, that was in my goals for the year. And had I not had that focus, I would be elsewhere, because I was in the US in the beginning of the year and I was pretty happy in the US, and then things changed and I would be absolutely with no direction on where to go, when in reality I just wanted to come to France all along, and so here I am. Two other things I'm really happy to be accomplishing this year: letting go of things and working on my confidence. YouTube has been helping me tremendously. Doing little things like cutting my hair were insanely positive for my letting go, because I had long hair for such a long time, because it took me so long to grow it out, but I wasn't happy with how it looked at all. But just because it took me so long to get there, I didn't want to cut it. So I feel like those are two things that are so important to build. So maybe if you feel like you can't accomplish anything, try to work on little things that might be helpful for you to accomplish the things, like the bigger things that you want. Like you have to maybe like reduce your goals into smaller things that you can do. So there's things in the vision board that I've already accomplished and it's amazing, but there are some other things that I'm still far away from doing. So those things are gonna have to be the focus of this moment. So I either have to erase them completely, or I have to start having a plan for it. I always recommend ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a friend, not an enemy. So use it in your advantage. Use it for good. You can put your goal on ChatGPT and then ask, how can I accomplish this in 6 months? And then it will build up a plan for you that you can totally adapt based on what you can do or can't do. And focus on things that you can control, especially because in my vision boards, I have things that I'm waiting for the universe to work upon, but there are things there that are completely up to me, completely up to my own will, completely up to my own acts. So those things are things that I focus on, because those things are things that I can make come true. If there are things that comes down to like luck, you can't be really focusing on that, because we can't really control our luck. We can just believe that we're super lucky, and I always love to believe that I'm lucky, but there is no actions I can actually act upon in that. And of course, I have to mention that one big win for me was YouTube and starting my channel and keeping going with it, being somewhat consistent. I'm very proud of me actually for being as consistent as I am, considering how crazy my life has been, but I do wish I was more consistent. And here's the thing. I noticed that there are things impeding me, getting in my way of recording videos, and that is the main key in this video, even for you guys, and something that I noticed about myself, and something that is going to make the difference in the next 6 months for you. You have to sit down with yourself and do a mental check-in, and not really focus on the things that you want to do, but focus on why you're not doing the things that you want to do. Because it's like your goal is going to the gym every day, and then you're not. But why? What is making you not go to the gym every day? There are multiple reasons why we're not doing something. And sometimes it's things that we don't even notice. For example, in YouTube here, I lost my tripod on my flight. I had my tripod in my backpack and I couldn't really take it on the airplane. So it got thrown away and I never really bought another one. So every time I thought about recording a video, I just wouldn't, because I was lazy to find a place to place my phone that wasn't a tripod, and I also didn't get another tripod. So I wasn't recording videos because I didn't have a stupid little thing to hold my phone so I could record it. Another thing is that I couldn't really record a makeup video even if I really wanted to, because I hadn't bought a concealer yet. And I told the internet in my last makeup video that I was gonna buy a concealer, and I still haven't bought it to today. And I just went there in the store and I got a damn concealer. I got a fancy one. I got like the Lady Gaga one. And I was very disappointed about the packaging. It's so basic. Anyway, I got a concealer. Start thinking about the things that you didn't do, that you are not doing, and the reasons why you're not doing it, so you can then finally do it. And then you can stop blocking yourself from doing the things that you want to do. Because it's such little things sometimes that we don't even notice. So things like journaling about everything that you feel, everything that you're doing or not doing is really good, because then you can just like look at it and be like, damn, I'm not going to the gym because I don't have the right socks for it. Like, I noticed that right now I'm not really exercising because I don't like the space that I have for exercising. So I have to change it somehow. It's just like super little things that keep getting in our way of such big things, and we don't really realize it, and it's really upsetting. And that happens in such little details in life. And I like to call that the limbo, because you kind of enter a place where you don't really know what is going on. You don't really know what to do, so you do nothing. For example, sometimes when I wear a piece of clothing and I wear it for like an hour and then I take it off, I never really know if I want to wash it or if I can still wear it one more time before washing it. So instead of putting it to wash or putting it back in my closet, I kind of leave it in my bed, sitting there, and then sometimes that becomes a mess because that happens multiple times where I don't know if I want to wear that shirt again or those pants again, and then they're just piling up in my bed to the point where I'm like, I'm just gonna wash them. So like, why didn't I put it in the wash for in the first place? Or why did I not hang it in my closet? I just left it in my bed in the limbo. Or that happens when we're like, okay, now I'm gonna get up and do my homework. And then you're just like looking at your phone for 2 hours instead of doing the thing that you said that you were gonna do. That's all because we put ourselves into that limbo of, I don't really know what to do with it. So we really need to understand that that's all because we don't understand why we're not doing something. Like, I understand now that if I put something in my bed, it is because I don't know if I want to wear it again or not. So I have to make a decision at that point. If I'm going to wear it again, put it in my closet. If I don't want to wear it again, I'm going to put it to wash. Because sometimes I think that, like, if I put it back in my closet, I'm overthinking this, but it makes sense, because if I put it back in my closet, then it's with the clean clothes. It's not really clean, but it's not really dirty either to go on the dirty rack. You know, like, there's this limbo that happens. But we can have limbos with our goals. So we need to make decisions. We need to make decisions about what we want to keep, what we want to work on. So if you understand your limbos, you will make your decision making a lot easier. And then everything will be easier. Things in life just happen in a way that is so unexpected that sometimes things can change completely. So 6 months ago, you were a person, you had a mind, and it doesn't mean that now you're the same person as you were before. So for better or worse, you're different. So you have to realign your goals and work on them. And also, there are two ways of seeing the middle of the year. We can either see it as good, and when it's good, it's like, I still have half of a year to make my dreams come true. Or you can see it as bad, as, oh my god, we're already in the middle of the year and I didn't do anything. Which one's better? Come on, just go do something. I know you can. I trust you, I believe in you, and I believe in myself, and we're gonna make all of our dreams come true. And I got my concealer, and I got my tripod, and we're good, and the videos are back in the new scenery. I'm gonna, like, it's still very messy here, but I'm gonna make it work for this YouTube. Truly enjoy the process, truly enjoy the time that you have. And if you're not doing things because you enjoy doing them, or if they're not bringing you positive things, there really shouldn't be a goal to begin with. Every day is a new day. A year, it's cute to like compile things in a year. So much can happen in a year, but also a year is nothing. And everything happens in the time it has to happen. You just have to have that feeling to know that you're doing the best that you can, and we're gonna get it. I believe in us. I truly do. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Bon Jovi's so good, so good. Bye.